and chocolate.
Danny is very good at that. Alright.
I've actually never been a huge Reese's guy though.
Oh, my favorite by far.
I don't really
Although
like
you
Reese's.
gotta, I'm a
Oh boy.
sour Skittles are even better. Oh, we were picking up water bottles for the water bottle tier list. And I come out with a king-size bag of Skittles, and he doesn't even say thank you. I hand it to him and he goes, I hate Skittles. And it's just like, well, don't fucking eat them then.
It was insulting. It's like you don't know me at all. Skittles suck.
I like Skittles.
Such a repulsive candy. It's like a milk dud, but fruitier.
I give up. Skittles are amazing. Sour Skittles are even better.
Sour Skittles are good until you eat like 5 and then they burn
And your mouth
tongue.
feels like you ate sandpaper.
Yeah.
They're an A for me. Heath bar, baby.
I don't think I've ever had a Heath bar. Are they usually this size?
No. It's Halloween size.
No. English toffee bar.
Mm-hmm. It's hard, don't hurt yourself.
That is very hard.
Oh. Don't spit it out.
No, this is yucky.
No, it's not. It's yummy.
I don't think I've ever had a Heath bar before.
It's like eating popcorn kernels, but like a little chocolate on it.
It's yummy.
Oh. Right into the milk duds.
I have my own table.
That was really bad.
No, it
That
wasn't.
was awful.
It's an A.
That's an F.
Oh my god.
We disagree heavily on this one.
I'm glad we plan to disagree on all of these so they stop telling us we have the same opinion.
Christ, that was gross.
I feel like we're missing a lot of just candy.
Oh.
You can blame Caleb.
But I feel like it's...
Alright, something good now. M&M's. Woo! Oh. That's the good shit.
I don't know what's happening on this episode. He's slowly getting energized and scarier. Did you just eat them all?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll follow suit.
And he's using the Charlie method.
Well, that was much more effective. Especially if you're dealing with like big loads, because you can just tilt it all back.
Yeah, just tilt the pillow right into your mouth. I go with S on M&M's as well. We can agree for
You
once.
can't go wrong. There's no Hershey's Kisses in here. Or Hershey's bars.
That's true. Do we have a Snickers?
Or grape Tootsie Rolls. Or grape Jolly Rancher. Oh, Chris.
I didn't say you could have it.
I like how he just assumed you were gonna give it to him. He just started reaching for it.
Great. Alright, let's go with a Milky Way.
Milky Ways are good.
It's classic. Is there no Three Musketeers? Oh my god. Our journalistic integrity shot.
That's good, because my insulin levels are spiking right now.
Charlie goes into diabetic shock.
Our food.
You can't even chew? You're just sucking off the chocolate saying,
S. A, actually A. A.
What took you down a peg there?
Yeah, just because fuck you.
To Danny
To
or
me,
the Milky
yeah.
Yeah,
Way?
just in general. Like, fuck the Milky Ways fans, they don't deserve an S.
S.
A.
Charlie doesn't even like to work when he's eating candy.
Oh,
He
let's
seems like
do it.
liquid chocolate.
I hate Tootsie Rolls.
I hate Tootsie Rolls too. Speaking of working to eat something, Tootsie Rolls are a fucking nightmare.
This is the worst part
It's
of
like
Tootsie
somebody,
Pop.
and the big size is a, oh yeah, you took out the big size.
The big
size.
square ones are the worst. Those,
Yeah.
the like the big cylindrical ones are okay.
Who eats these? Do you eat these?
I mean, it legitimately looks like somebody dropped a deuce in this wrapper.
I like the little like flavored ones.
Yeah.
They're okay.
Ready? You want cheers?
Cheers. Okay,
Ooh.
that's good enough for me.
Charlie
That's
didn't even
really
eat it.
No, I hate it. I absolutely hate Tootsie Rolls. I always
I'm
have.
honestly good. You should try it.
I've eaten Tootsie Rolls before.
No, you haven't.
Not like this.
Like plenty.
Yeah,
I
but
actually
this-
like Tootsie Rolls.
No, you don't. Take a bite off the back of this and tell me you like it. No, I want to feed it to you.
Okay. Take a bite.
I'm just gonna puke.
Chewy chocolate.
Pretty bad, right? F tier. Why is this in the middle of the table?
Yeah. Alright, let's do a Tootsie Pop.
You just smacked his off the table.
No, I've got more in here.
This is the best flavor.
I like either that or red. I go back and forth.
I say eat these all the time. Suck on them for like hours.
Matt eats them in like 15 seconds. He like chews on them.
That's the worst way of enjoying one.
I don't chew on them. I rip out the stick and just leave the actual good stuff in my mouth.
I used to think it was so cool to walk around with like the Tootsie Roll, Tootsie Pop stick in your mouth.
Mm-hmm. Like they're smoking.
Yeah.
Danny's still chewing.
No, I'm
He's
done.
saying, lift up your tongue. Did you remember, as a kid, a lot of people would take the Tootsie Pops and run them under the water fountain?
No.
It
why would
makes
they
them
do that?
really like clear and transparent. It was always fun.
I've never once heard of that.
Clear water fountain. You don't believe me?
A tier.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I'd give Tootsie Pops an S. I love Tootsie Pops. I'd never go out of my way to buy them, but I'm excited when I see them.
But you guys just hated Tootsie Rolls.
That's why it's not S for me.
That's actually a good point. Ask me when I get to the center what I think
It's
about
the
it.
worst experience ever. There's nothing more traumatic than enjoying a Tootsie Pop and getting to the Tootsie Roll center.
I think the only thing worse than a Tootsie Pop are the ones with gum in the middle.
That's how you do it.
You're a maniac.
You are a maniac.
And then you just suck on it. Look how much. Look, there's nothing here.
Yeah, but then you don't look as cool as Charlie with
I
the
don't
stick in
know,
his
it's pretty
mouth.
fucking cool.
Oh yeah? Look what I can do. Damn! Fucking sick over here. Did that cover my legs? I'm fucking turned on. Are you seducing me right now?
Alright, what do we got next?
What about Twizzlers?
Well, I don't think I have any.
There you go.
Why didn't we give them a Tootsie Pop for the music video?
Why didn't you do the Tootsie Pop last so it's not in your mouth the whole time you're eating all the other stuff?
No, shoot. Ooh. They're sticky.
I don't like Twizzlers.
This is difficult. I don't dislike Twizzlers. I would never ever seek them out.
Yeah, it's like I give it a C tier.
Yeah, Twizzlers are fine. And like just as edging its way into the candy category. Yeah, I think C is very fair for Twizzlers.
I hate Twizzlers.
I'll eat it. I love Twizzlers.
Alright, here, let me take the one I bit off. Unless you want it. Mmm. I've got the Tootsie Pop to fall back on though. It's like having a chaser at all times.
Yeah.
Why do people dip when you can just put a Tootsie Pop in your mouth?
That's true.
It's just, yeah, it's
What if we made... Sorry, I got launched. What if we made a Tootsie Pop with tobacco in the middle? You know? What are you doing?
I'm just brushing my teeth with it. It's good flavor.
But imagine if you get to the center and there's tobacco, so it's like dip right after.
What if we just make one with like cocaine in the middle? So you get like a rush
When you
hit the
eat
center.
cocaine like that?
Yeah.
Go
Don't
ahead.
you like rub it on your
Well, I know
nose?
they got, but that's just a minimal amount. Like if we covered up, put a whole.
Think of how strong it'll be if you ingest it.
I feel like you die.
We
I
lose,
know nothing.
we lose so much money on that.
Absolutely.
What do you mean?
Here's our $1 Tootsie Pop. that
No,
we
just a
paid.
little bit. You just put a little bit.
Oh,
just
just a
enough to
little.
addict them and make them come back for more.
That candy. What about a Tootsie Pop?
If I had another group, I'd double fist right now. but I
Hey, watch this real quick. It's the reverse.
No, it's never
You're gonna
been
put it
done.
back on the stick?
It's never been done.
Oh!
Yo, how fucking cool do I work? And look, Chelsea seems grossed out.
I'm gonna leave.
Chelsea, we're just...
Those noises are uncomfortable.
Whopper.
Ooh, I like Whoppers.
Yeah, Whoppers slap.
I don't know if I've ever had a Whopper.
You think you could pop one out of the bag into your mouth? Like in the...
You're like a cool guy.
Yeah. What if we could pop them to each other?
Ready? Oh, I didn't open
You look scared.
I didn't open the top.
Caught it. We're good. Take two.
Ready? It's gonna be like a fucking bullet.
Alright.
I'll show you how it's done.
I got 3 shots.
If I don't catch it, it's an F tier.
You got it.
Okay, just keep one.
You coward. Third time's the charm, baby.
It's a good thing we just got this place cleaned, right?
Whoa!
That was big.
Cut the first 2.
You just spit it out?
That one's very good.
It's chocolate on the outside.
And the inside is like styrofoam.
It's malt.
Ew.
So I like them.
I-
Same with the Milk Duds though. The chocolate on the outside is shit. Like it's bad quality chocolate.
How do we not have a Hershey's bar in here?
I don't know. Call Caleb and yell at him. What else are we missing? There's no Butterfinger?
There's no Fig Newton?
What?
Is that candy?
No.
Yeah, is there anything over there we're missing? Oh my god.
Oh, can you grab a grape Jolly Rancher from there instead of this flavor?
Wait, you have Jolly Ranchers?
Yeah, right here. Oh no, these are...
Those are Tootsie Rolls.
Tootsie Rolls.
Those are the flavored ones.
Oh,
They're really bad.
that's so upsetting.
Which one would you like to try? Lemon, lime, or cherry? Oh, you got lemon out. Let's do it.
Wait, Charlie loves cherry.
I
Do
hate
that
all
one.
3 of these.
Yeah, I know.
Lemon, lime, and cherry, and Tootsie Pop, or Tootsie Rolls.
Let's go lemon. Ooh, look at that. It's like Play-Doh for your mouth.
Oh. What a stinker.
Ooh, smell it. Smells like nothing.
Smells bad.
Oh, you're in for a treat.
You won't even eat the whole thing, Charlie. Just eat the fucking candy.
That's not a strong enough lemon flavor. It's like halfway there,
Yeah.
so it's a little off-putting.
It's bad. I hate that. That's a James Corden tier.
Is it not like a Starburst texture?
But like, the Starburst flavor like punches through. That one was kind of like it tickled you with a little lemon. Speaking of Starbursts.
Oh.
Starburst's fave reds.
That's the best kind.
Wait, what?
Is it just red?
It's all the red flavors they have.
Oh.
These flavors?
I have a red one.
I don't have just no. Can you hand me?
Here's just a cherry.
Thanks.
Wait, you're cherry?
Here.
Oh my
You
god.
want
Just
either
eat
of
it.
these?
You're gonna like it. Just
Sure.
eat it.
Hey, you got one of them.
I hate cherry.
Starbursts are top
Much-
tier candy.
Much better flavor after going from the Tootsie Roll to that. It's just packed with flavor. Mmm.
Just eat it.
Nope.
What is wrong with you?
Cherry's the worst.
Okay, people like watermelon.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, you took it out of the wrapper.
Did you just sit there with your mouth open and not even move?
Yeah. I hate cherry. Holy fuck. What's this one?
Watermelon.
Watermelon. It's probably much better. I love Starburst. Cherry's not my favorite of them, but I do
Oh,
love
that's not
Starburst.
better.
The reds and pinks are my favorite Starbursts.
Pink Starbursts are by far the best.
No.
Like this?
No?
Sorry.
What is?
The red one. The one you guys just ate.
Yeah, red. I think the red one's like a good one as well.
Stuck on my teeth.
He's like an infant.
Yeah, it's much better. Red one F, pink one B.
Alright, let's get the dots out of the way because
Charlie's gonna hate dots.
I fucking hate dots too. I mean, I don't know yet. Let's try them. Eat them all at the same time and I'll give you $1.
Ooh. He didn't do
I
it.
didn't get any out. They're very sticky in there.
This is terrible. This is good. It's all stuck in my teeth.
Oh, that's not very good.
Ooh, it like coated my mouth in a powder.
It actually feels like Fleshlights when you get a fresh Fleshlight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they all have powder
It's
on
got
it.
the powder on them, yeah. I actually do agree with that, and I hate that I know how.
Oh, okay. I can't chew that. D tier.
I'd give it an F.
Alright, do we have anything left?
Yeah, we got normal Twix now. We're in for a treat.
Ooh.
She doesn't like that.
That's how you eat a Tootsie Pop.
It's true. It's good that we'll have posted that on the internet. I think we actually just tortured Chelsea. Please tell me you're taking the Tootsie Pop out of your mouth to eat the Twix. Okay, good.
I have been every time. I don't want to eat the whole thing though, so I'm just eating half. I like Twix.
Out there. Out there all day, baby.
I'm gonna give it an A because the other Twix was better.
You're actually not wrong. This one was a cookies and cream Twix.
Yeah, that one was very
Fucking
good.
slap.
That was very good.
What's next?
Oh, Rolo!
Wow, I haven't seen a Rolo since I was like 4.
I've never heard of these.
A little like drop looking thing with caramel in the middle.
You're right. It's not bad. I'll give it like a B, I think.
You gotta eat the whole thing.
Yeah, I just ate half.
And it's this big.
I'm not eating the whole thing, man. I have a Tootsie Pop.
Did you say you gave it an F?
No, I gave it a B.
Oh yeah. What was the other caramel one we had? Oh, Milk Duds. It slaps the fuck out of Milk Duds.
Yeah.
It's B, low A. We're getting there.
We got 2 left. We got a R.
It's a Snickers.
That's just a
Oh.
Snickers.
We have Snickers and we have peanut brownie Snickers. Does that even count? What are the big ones we're missing? Butterfinger, Three Musketeers.
Hershey's Kiss, Hershey's Chocolate Bar, Hershey's Dark Chocolate Bar, Hershey's Dark Kisses.
Do you like high quality chocolate, like bonbons and truffles?
Ooh, the little
Like Godiva?
like the little chocolate balls with the soft chocolate
Yeah.
inside.
There's a new store in the mall. It's Swiss chocolate. Their whole thing is that within 24 hours of making it at the Swiss factory, it's shipped out. And it fucking slaps. We gotta get you
Field
some of
trip.
this. Actually, even better for you. Sorry, yeah, eat this first.
Charlie, eat the fucking
All the
candy,
stuff is in the
man.
middle. Eat it.
You're nibbling on it.
Nibble the neck one.
I
Eat
know,
it.
I already like Snickers!
Eat the whole thing. I'm taking your Tootsie Pop away.
I already like Snickers.
Do you still like it?
Yes. I feel like we already did that exact Snickers. Didn't we already have a plain Snickers earlier? Well, that's what makes like an A.
Snickers are S to me. The weird thing about it though, the only one out of all of these I would buy in a store is Reese's. I wouldn't go out of my way to buy the others.
Only ones I'd buy is Hershey's.
There's a chocolatier in Tampa that made all of the chocolates and snacks for the Hunger Games.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I probably know them.
He always talks about you. Your picture's up on his wall. It's actually just your hand like this.
That sounds about right.
That's a little funky. Oh, fighting back.
Wait, I already had that.
Yeah, I don't.
You're
Charlie, you're eating the wrong
yes.
thing.
Oh, I don't have that. Oh, wait, yeah.
Yeah. That's my favorite flavor, strawberry.
He had to open it the whole way before he realized it was the same thing.
This isn't a peanut brownie Snickers.
Take a healthy bite, Charles.
That's a good big boy bite.
Let me see if Caleb's still. I don't want more candy. We had a lot. Hand me the bags. Let me see if we missed anything. That is not nearly as good as the
Yeah, it's like
The brown. I feel like when you get things, I never want brownies in my teeth.
I don't think you missed anything. I just don't think he grabbed a bag of like normal Hershey stuff. Yeah. Oh wait. Nope. 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 Nope.
Oh!
No, you've got everything that's in the bags. You just didn't grab like a normal, like a basic bag of chocolate stuff.
I forgot about.
It's what?
For the best.
Yeah, we still did a good amount of candy. What was your favorite of the day?
Probably M&M.
Mine was Twix cookies and cream.
Oh. You get a lot of mileage out of a Tootsie Pop.
Yeah,
Unless you're mad.
It's very good. I haven't had this since I was a kid.
Tootsie Pop? Oh, I had like 8 last week while we were doing pinatas.
Really?
Yeah, we were having them while we were.
I'm going 25 feet up in the air just sucking on a lollipop, and I kept thinking I'm gonna like move the lever and hit my head on the side, and it's gonna jam. When I was a kid, I was eating one of those big lollipops that twists around the stick.
Ooh.
I was in a bookstore with my parents, and I was joking around, and I tripped, and I jammed the stick into the roof of my mouth, and got lodged in the roof of my mouth, so I still have like a scar there. Had to take me, I got stitches in my mouth.
You've had like the most traumatic childhood as far as injuries
I was
go.
hurt all the time.
Yeah.
I see where you get it from now.
When you take the stick out, it's got that little hole. So this is the best for Chelsea because your spit gets in there and you can go. Sorry, Chelsea.
That's how you extract the flavor.
Yep. That's what Guy Fieri is the best at. Alright, are we done? You want to sign us off? Happy Halloween.
Oh yeah, happy Halloween.
Enjoy a couple of these.
Yeah, have fun with candy, I guess. Or don't.
It's your choice.
If you don't like candy, I don't care.
Okay.
Bye!
Not gonna make me mad. I didn't make the candy. 18th century London mansion owned by heirs. Okay. Inside $170 million 18th century London mansion. Shit better be cool.
Hi AD, welcome to Sloan House.
This 18th century
Hey,
home
thanks
has
for
8
having me.
bedrooms, 12 bathrooms, and spans over 20,000 square feet. The Georgian style home offers a classic
Wow.
contemporary style behind a traditional facade,
This is the first time we've let cameras into the house.
which is currently listed off market and valued at £170 million. Come on in.
I love this chandelier. It's a custom chandelier with 150,000 pieces of crystals, going from
Very
bronze
cool.
finishes to gold, which is obviously my favorite color. This panther couch is obviously one of my favorite pieces
yeah,
of the
stupid.
house, and the
Kinda
panther
fucking
is
dumb.
my favorite animal, which shows inspiration throughout the whole house.
Looks like in Nintendo 64's Smash Bros. When you fight like the Metal Warriors, Metal Mario and all them. Or is that Melee?
Welcome to
I
our
think it's
formal
Melee.
dining room. And there's lots of elements of Petra in this room, coming from the sparkles in the rug, which then elements of the
What a
table.
remarkable
One of my
waste
favourite
of
parts
money.
This room as a design feature is actually how well we've hidden the radiators, which is with this custom cabinetry.
They just added like diamonds and crystals to everything. That's why it's so expensive. That's like the stupidest fucking thing you could do.
And the appliances throughout are Gaggenau.
There's amazing natural light coming in
Fuck
through
is
the garden
Gaggenau?
into the kitchen.
Get some cool brands. Like KitchenAid. They have like that cool
Sloan
sausage
House
maker.
actually compromises of 2 homes. Guest
Gagging
over
on
events.
these
This
nuts.
is one of my favourite rooms of the whole house. So the
Nice.
first thing that
So when I bought this house,
Wow.
there was no lower level. We excavated the basement and we dug down 15 meters deep to make this hotel amenity type spa into a residential house.
I think what's good to know as well, due to permitting laws
That's
now
pretty
in
cool.
London,
That's
you cannot recreate this. So down here
pretty
we have
fucking
a
cool.
17 metre by 9 metre swimming pool, spa, 10-man jacuzzi, steam and sauna. We've actually got a squash court behind us, which we turned into a kids' play area. So the kids are entertained while we're working out.
That's why we turned it into like a soft play, which is obviously very child friendly.
To give this perspective,
Nah, there's gonna be
inside,
chaos
I'm
in there.
6'4".
This is probably like the most opulent mansion we've seen.
There's the pedicure station.
This is
that you
crazy.
can get your
Everything
hands
is
and
gold.
feet
It's like
done,
Goldmember
and then
from
the
Austin
washing
Powers.
up basin, obviously to get your hair done professionally, and then the
She
glam
has no
area where you get
shame
your
in
makeup
being
done.
an
It's definitely a
absolutely
lighter palette,
spoiled,
obviously to give a more feminine touch to the room. In the walls, there's a
unnaturally
resin with
wealthy
iridescent
person.
effect of sparkles, and then on the doors we have nude colored.
She really
lacquer,
seems like
which
someone that would be
features
betting in a
throughout
Squid
the
Game.
lower ground levels of the house.
Oh my god. Did you see the fucking stairs? Even the stairs have diamonds in them. This house is valued at $170 million and half of it is in diamonds and crystals that are literally used to step on. Look at this shit. Oh my god. How do they get rich? She's just an heiress, right? Let me see. The London home of Formula One heiress Petra Eccleston. She is the daughter of English Formula One billionaire Bernie Eccleston. This guy looks like money. How is Formula One so profitable? F1 is a billionaire club? I guess, yeah. I don't know a whole lot about Formula One. Sometimes you just get born lucky. Get fucked, nerds. Should have gone to a wealthier family. Dummies.
Room and
One thing I will say about her in particular, though, she's shameless. Like, a lot of these wealthy people, you'll hear them being kind of modest. I have to reopen everything. Accidentally closed all my shit. You'll hear them being modest and like, oh, I actually don't live that lavish. But she's like, yes, these diamonds are encrusted in the toilet seat just because I like how they feel on my ass.
these chandelier ice cream lights.
Every
that
single
she
room has a
actually drew.
chandelier.
We got them kind of came to life.
Genuinely every single room.
We
I haven't
redesigned
been in a room
each
without one
room
yet.
to have the bedroom,
Even the
the
closets.
dressing room, and then the bathroom.
What were these? Aborted fetuses that she's keeping in jars or something? What the fuck was this? What is that? Is that art? Why is there art here in the fucking kids' room? This is creepy.
We did these light fixtures, which are actually gold Lamborghinis, and
Yep,
then the
that
starlight on the
sounds about
ceiling.
right.
They're actually scared of sleeping in the dark, so the light features
Are
leave
diamonds.
on at nighttime, so they're not as scared, and it kind of twinkles at nighttime.
I actually bet these are literal diamonds just reflecting light up there, and it is genuine gold Lamborghini fixtures.
So this is our primary bedroom. This was the last bedroom that we redesigned, and I worked with a close friend
Holy
called Gavin
shit.
Broden. It's definitely got a lighter tone to it than the rest
This
of the
room
house.
looks like
It's got
Warframe when you
nude
try and
paneling
make like
throughout
a
the room, white
golden
onyx fireplace.
eyesore.
Bed is 8 feet. Something you could
Everything
do
is
more in
gold
LA
trimmed.
than you can in London.
So this is my closet, which is every girl's dream, and it actually is the whole width of the house. It has the most beautiful feminine chandelier
The
in it,
whole
and then
width
we're
of the
so lucky
house?
to have the natural light from the garden coming into the dressing room. For me, this
Holy
dressing room
shit.
feels tucked away and definitely is a quieter place throughout the house, and it just has a very calm, peaceful
And like I said,
vibe to it.
every fucking room has a chandelier. It's crazy. She's a James Bond villain.
The garden
She is
so
someone you would
quiet,
hunt
so
down in the
peaceful,
Hitman
you don't actually
franchise.
feel like you're in central London.
It's a proper English garden.
She's this is like where the Kingsmen are housed.
How to play.
I personally love historic homes, and obviously I love to collect them, and this garden just made it
I love to
feel
collect
truly
historic
special
homes.
and just such a historical, magical place.
Just imagine being that wealthy. Ah, Abraham Lincoln was born in this log cabin? I'll buy it. Interesting.
Thank you for
I don't like
joining
it.
us
I'll tear
today
it
on
down.
this tour of our 8-bedroom, 12-bathroom, 4 half bathrooms, and over 20,000 square feet.
Yeah, this isn't her only house, so when I looked her up, she also owns, I think it was a $140 million mansion in California. I want to see all of her houses. I bet they are all disgustingly gold. Yeah. She owned a 57,000 square foot mansion called The Manor in Los Angeles. Of this house, though, all of it's kind of ass except for this. This entire, like, bomb shelter they have here is kind of fucking cool. With the gym and, like, this huge pool and hangout area, it's actually this is pretty goddamn nice. Everything else, though, I did not really like. I think this is absolutely the most, like, evil rich person house we've ever seen. It is all gold with chandeliers everywhere. Even their kitchen utensils are gold. Real gold. God. Look at this shit over here. I don't even know what the fuck this is. It's like a Horcrux. You have to find all of these little relics throughout the house in order to finally take her down. Bernie says he regrets being so dedicated to his job. He took one look at Petra's mansion. He's like, oh my god, what have I done?
How comfortable are you with it when, you know, you learned they were spending like hundreds
Oh, I
of
love to see
millions
it.
of
I love to
dollars
see money
on,
being burned. So
real estate
Oh, yeah.
from their inheritance.
Well, the money was there for them to use, up for them to use it. If it runs out, they'll have to find something else to do.
I mean,
I'm sure they're very talented.
or not so much.
Doesn't bother me. Except I know they're going to come back and ask if it does run out.
You think so?
You tell them no.
How do you view marriage?
What?
I don't know, it's one of these things you get into.
Well,
I
you-
suppose, and
you
do
about
the
to
best
propose
you
to
can
him?
When you're there. Reasonably well off then.
I don't really care what he thinks about marriage. Like, what the fuck? What a dumb question. Hey, Bernie, do you still come? No, to be fair, maybe it was supposed to be a segue, like, you know, maybe they try and become friends. I think about that. Like, if I was friends with a billionaire, I'd always be, like, subtly hinting, like, bro, imagine 10 mil just for fun.
Here at Crystal Point, located at 300 State Route 28 in Crystal Bay, Nevada. Custom built into the natural contour of the land, this 16,000 square foot lakefront compound features 8 beds, 10
Ah,
rooms,
from the 1800s, it seems.
lush gardens, a mountainside hot tub, movie theater, wine cellar, and a private beach house that can only be accessed by one of the 2 hillside finish.
It's pretty cool. It's like a little golf
Crystal
cart on
Point is the
rails.
first of the next generation of Lake Tahoe properties. As we
Holy
enter this
shit.
spectacular home, we're greeted by massive views. With
Well, what about that
Florida
power
views
crystal
throughout
in the
entire
middle?
home. There is no other
What is
lakefront
that?
property in Tahoe
Fucking
that will
infinity
offer
stone.
expansive views like Crystal Point. The 4 large cedar columns do a great job of breaking up our entertaining areas in the main living area, and the incredible wood vaulted ceilings give you that warm.
Are we
feeling
just,
like
you're not gonna tell me what that is in the middle?
Every inch of the home is made up of absolute.
You got a goddamn Chaos Emerald sitting in the middle of the
The
fucking
railings
living
around
room.
The main living area are made up of hundreds of willow branches that give it a free flow feeling as you walk throughout the house. But the focal point of this room, under the turret skylight, is the crystal
There we
of
go.
Crystal Point.
So it's just a giant crystal? Okay. I thought it was gonna have a cool story, but I
Directly
guess
off the
not.
great room, we feature the main
And we
room
found this
with all of its modern
at Home
appliances
Depot.
tucked into naughty alder cabinetry. Magnificent.
Yeah, I haven't seen any marble yet, but I'm sure there'll be some soon.
And grows some of the largest pine cones in the world.
Don't worry, marble fans, I'm sure it's coming. A whole room
Gallery
of marble.
takes us down
A
the
whole
house,
wing of the house in
from
marble,
kitchen and
maybe.
dining areas to the, and is surrounded by total privacy. It is so private that you don't even need window coverings, and nobody can see inside of this part of the house. Another custom-made.
Yeah, they can if they're in a boat.
En route to the master bathroom, we have a beautiful sitting area.
What do you mean?
With a backdrop.
Good luck sleeping past 8 a.m.
The billiards room
True.
deposits inspiration from the day.
There's no blinds.
Amazing place for entertaining your guests. You can enjoy a cocktail at the sunken
As soon as the sun comes up, it just fucking blasts you.
100-year-old Brunswick. We exit the billiard room to the main.
Yeah, good
patio,
point. Probably not
which
sleeping
wraps
past 8
around
a.m.
the
here.
entire residence and adds another additional unique view of Lake Tahoe.
What about when it rains? All that furniture's gonna get all yucky and fucked up.
Just off the vaulted ceilings and a beautiful stone deck that overlooks Lake Tahoe. Who wouldn't want to be a guest in a place like this?
Probably me. This looks like the kind of place where they like torture
As we
and
enter
kill
the lower
poor
level of the
people or
home,
something.
We're surrounded by
Like in that
home
movie,
walls
Would You
and an
Rather?
interior waterfall to give you that feeling as though you're in.
Was that the movie where they do
At the
that?
bottom of the stair. Here we have the game room, filled with games like air hockey, skee ball, and board games that also.
Ah, great.
In the room. TV for games.
Yeah, if the
Here's
kids
where
are
we have our
trapped in the
living room,
1940s,
down to the lower level.
where's the fucking anything modern? A PC, a fucking Nintendo Switch, a Wii, anything.
Hot tub, which is so incredible beach house.
It is pretty cool.
3,600 square feet, featuring 2 ensuite bedrooms, a powder bathroom that's covered in wall-to-wall birch bark, and
Oh,
a
boo, no marble.
that allows for the
What a
absolute
piece of
best
shit.
Lake Tahoe entertaining. The beach house
Can't live in a
features
place without
wall-to-wall
marble.
retractable glass doors.
I
The beach
build
house
houses
gives you
like.
access to
Whoa.
500.
You build houses like this? Do you sneak any like Easter eggs in there that only you and the boys know about? Like, the builders that built this, is there maybe like, I don't know, some kind of secret room in there where one of you guys would hide and like jump out and scare them and something like that? I feel like if you don't do that, you should. Just like a real life Easter egg in one of these rich people's houses. These are so big, you could probably make yourself your own room back in one of these and they'd have no idea.
One of the most sought-after tourist destinations can be yours for $75 million.
I'll think about it. You know, that didn't look like total dog shit though, like the other really expensive houses and apartments we see. It really might just be apartments. Let me see. Let's do $70 million apartment. Inside an $85 million New York City penthouse that comes with 2 tickets to space. Man, they're so desperate to get this fucking apartment off the market. God, if you come here, we'll throw in fucking 6 strippers or something. Just, please. Christ.
The apartment has 10 bedrooms, 10 ensuite bathrooms, 15,000
Marble!
square feet of interior
I'll take it.
space. Includes a private chef for a year, a private butler, 3 exotic supercars, and $1 million yacht. In addition, you get floor seats to the Barclays Center for the Nets, dinner for a year.
He's never held a basketball in his life.
Daniel, a summer house in the Hamptons, Michelin star.
I didn't even know you could look this uncomfortable holding a basketball. It's like if an alien came to Earth and they were trying to understand our games. He looks so confused by what's in his hands right now. So whoever owned this must have just died and they're selling all of his shit as a package.
This apartment comes with 3 luxury cars, a Rolls-Royce Phantom hardtop, a Rolls-Royce Phantom convertible, and also, if you want to really kick up into...
That is, I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty fucking cool. I really like the full chrome shit.
As well as part of a New York lifestyle is also going to the Hamptons in the summer.
This place is so sterile.
With a Hamptons rental in Sag Harbor for a summer. It's a 12,000 square
What
foot
is
house.
this? This is like a school rally where they just give off a bunch of shit for one big price. You get 6 jock straps, 4 footballs, and a week of no homework.
You actually be launched into outer space and orbit the Earth.
You've told me about everything besides the apartment. Here we go, now we're cooking. Yeah, let me see this shit.
In this living space, you're surrounded by open, floor-to-ceiling windows that gives you views of the entire New York City skyline in Midtown. You're able to see the Hudson rail yards. You're able to have your private table and chef cook meals for you right here.
And the chef lives with me? That's pretty cool. I mean, I guess if the chef is cool. If he's an asshole, it'd suck.
The kitchen here blends in with the rest of the apartment. It's an open kitchen which
Yeah, that's
the living space.
pretty accurate to say. This whole thing is missing textures. Just white. On white. On white. Light mode. Yeah, the whole apartment's set to light mode. You know how to party! Nothing says a fun party quite like busting out some wine.
This room in particular was converted into a kid's playroom. If you want a library space,
these kids are gonna grow up to be actual serial killers. True psychopaths.
Anything can be possible.
Growing up in an environment like this.
Having a private 24-seat movie theater is
I mean, that's always cool.
Having it on the 45th floor of a New York City apartment is out of this
It
world.
means nothing, because you are inside of a movie theater. It could be on the ground floor. It wouldn't matter. It's the same experience.
This apartment's more than just a home. It comes with a whole New York City luxury
Thanks, Prime
lifestyle.
Powerhouse and Yarn.
It can all be yours for $85 million.
Gets into a car accident. That is like the most New York drive-off I've ever seen. He immediately cuts this guy off before the camera goes away. That looks like New York. Right before that man fucking pounded the horn. Crazy. Fucking crazy. $85 million for a goddamn apartment. That comes with tickets to space. Inside is 70 million billionaires row resale. It's a pretty confusing title. Inside a $70 million billionaires row resale. Okay.
What we found to our surprise in real estate was that there was a tremendous amount of interest in this building when the market had been quite
Bullshit!
sluggish
How many people can afford $70 million for an
All of
apartment?
that, here on the 85th floor, we have a front row center seat of the iconic Central Park.
I feel like after all of this, I have a really good idea on how to scam rich people if I was an architectural designer.
The current
Exit
owner
Prime
is
Wizard.
an avid art collector. Wanted to have a special...
He's an avid art collector of what, his son's art projects? I guarantee these are like $50 million or something crazy, I bet. The worse the art looks, the more expensive it is. It's a fucking scam.
Peter Lane, and each of the bugs that you'll see are one of a kind. There are 3 different palettes of color, and it in itself...
Why the fuck do I care about a little rock wall with sheep?
7 feet along the front facing...
Okay, I guess. I know, Fluro, they all do look like the same apartment. Anyone that has an appetite for Manhattan has never been to New York. And they probably never will. They probably pay $70 million and just write it off or some shit. I remember, I don't know who it was, but someone was, I think it was Select. Select does real estate for a living. He said the majority of these kind of things sell just for the sake of having them, and nobody ever lives there. You said Kevin Love's house is dog shit? Inside NBA star Kevin Love's modern Tribeca home. What does Tribeca mean?
What's up, AD? Hey,
what's up, big man?
Happy to have you guys here.
Hey, fuck yeah. Happy to be here.
I'd signed, taken the keys, and kind of the rest is history. So that was a dream come true for me.
Thanks,
so this
Skibbles.
is something that kind of, I guess not my life, but when people come in here, kind of gets overlooked.
Is that really all it says? Is just exit? Is it supposed to be like something motivational? Like, get the fuck out of New York? Maybe. I mean, it looks cool though. It's like the YouTube play button.
I feel like a lot of people know that my uncle is Mike Love of the Beach Boys. My cousins are the Wilsons, so I think that kind of leveraged me.
The Beach Boys?
Into a space where music always had to be.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
And, sculpture was.
He hates it.
Something that I had always wanted.
No, you didn't. I can tell you fucking hate it.
Conceptualize our space.
You bought a pile of Lincoln Logs, Kevin. This is the face of a man who knows he wasted money just because he has so much fucking money. It is a goddamn stack of fucking Mega Blocks. It's... Dude probably paid like $2 mil for this thing right here. Kevin, you could have just commissioned me to make it for you.
I love how the light hits it.
Ah, yes. When the sun really shines on it, it reminds me that I fucking wasted money.
Very unique, and he's very unique in his own struggle, but also understanding like that we all share this anxious audience. We all share.
He's just making shit up on the spot. I bought it for a write-off. I laundered money with it.
It's so true that each person individually is suffering on their own right as well. So I want to mirror Rashid's people while...
You got all of that from this fucking cassette tapes? Scribbled on? You know, the more I look at it, the more it speaks to me. You know, I think I'm starting to see it now. That is powerful.
That does hold true.
Doodle Bob.
Each person individually.
Yeah, he just likes Doodle Bob, I guess.
As well. Humans, you know, it's black, white, or other. It's just really powerful to be in this room and, you know, find inspiration and know that our job is not done. It's not finished.
Kevin, what are you talking about? You were just going on about how you bought like a fucking $2 million wood statue of a man with no arms. Like,
as well as my
what?
landscape in
Wait,
the
is this
sky.
real?
Still feel
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, Kevin. Whatever you're going on about. Is this true? Mike Love from the Beach Boys is an asshole. He sued the rest of the Beach. He sues the rest of the Beach Boys often, saying he wrote all the songs when he didn't. Is that real? No fucking way. Oh, I'll get back to you in a minute, Kevin. I'm sure you'll go on for 20 minutes about how that $40,000 bottle of wine is actually extremely important to the history of America or something. But I want to look this up. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Hey, I still like the Beach Boys. Fuck it. Maybe he did write all the songs. Who am I to say? I wasn't there.
Feeling like we were super grounded.
Thanks to give some War Pocket.
In New York City in a major way. And the
He
beauty
talks
of
like he's
buying
trying to
this
fill a
place
word
pre-built
count
was
in an
that we
essay.
got to have some sort of saying in the favorite bottles. It's a good year, 2010.
Ew, not
Chateau
even vintage.
Rothschild.
A chateau?
Trying to
Ooh.
say the names. I think JJ Redick and I.
Are you poor, Kevin?
talked about that.
A 2010 chateau.
Also,
in this pigsty with no marble?
A lot of great bottles here. As you can see, some of the inventory is out because COVID has been a time where we've shared a lot of bottles.
Yeah, COVID's been rough. We've had to drink our expensive wine.
We just have a very cozy guest bedroom. This is actually
it's relatable.
In the place.
It's rough.
We love it gets pretty dark in here as well because it faces the courtyard.
I would hope so. It's a
Sometimes I come in
bedroom.
here and just shut off, take a little nap, but you know we need people to rest if they're coming to visit here because New York can be fun.
New York is anything but fun. I couldn't imagine a least fun place, except for maybe Miami. In fact, definitely Miami.
Another beautiful thing that we wanted was exposed brick. Just adds a certain element and a certain feel that makes you feel like you're in the grittiness of New York City.
It makes you feel like you're gonna get fucking mugged in an alleyway.
It's kind of like a sanctuary.
You couldn't even use clean bricks?
This is where I can really...
Are these just bricks you found outside?
But I couldn't have you leave without meeting the other two stars of the show.
Hey, what's up?
Vestry. Come on, girl.
Oh.
Good girl. Good girl. She wants some wine, huh? All right, AD, thank you so much for letting us show you our space. We got to take Vestry on a walk. We got to enjoy this wine. We're going to get back to the rest of our day. Thank you.
All right, have fun. Bye-bye. Oh, that was interesting. That was one of the more interesting houses we've seen. 13 million multicolored mansion. Only 13 million? Ugh. Ugh, embarrassing. This is gonna hurt my eyes. Oh, it's so small. This is like one room in John's house. This actually does look like it's made in Minecraft.
As well as in the back. In something of
This
incredible essence.
looks like something I would have made in Minecraft or something. Like it's just random shit. Oh, here's a cool tree.
By the way it looks when you first walk
Put it in front.
So let's take a peek. So the owner's inspiration coming from South Africa, which is where they're from, moved to Florida many years ago, had experienced the
Is this just like a gender reveal room? Why is everything blue and pink?
Here is the lightness and yet
Did the couches explode into blue or pink dust as well?
Contemporary, but throughout it's
Oh,
printed, but it's everywhere.
$13 million for fucking wallpaper doodles? Well, doodles being the wrong word. Wallpaper fucking dripped paint?
Comes together. That's the passion they're going to experience living here forever.
Yeah, it actually just looks like it's like the whole wall is made with crayon.
From the great room, which is 30-foot high ceilings, into this space, which
Things
is
are
about
probably
14-foot high
just not
ceilings.
working.
We're into a cozy, comfortable
The
family
marble
room. It
driveway
has
is
a
pretty
great
cool, of course.
spatial
Marble's always
layout to
good,
be
and you
able to
love
watch a
marble.
television set. It's actually an illumination for the ceilings.
See, that's cool.
Allowing you to transcend the illumination of various other lights.
I like that. Marble! Talk about that marble shit.
This is the zebra quartz with these little
Quartz?
teardrops, 3 of them over this.
Get that
area,
out of my
which is
fucking
a
mansion.
entertaining,
Not
focal
marble?
point with all. Now that we've seen the main living area, let's go take a look at the rest of the house.
How many takes did this guy do? Every other word is a different take. Could he not stop, like, puking at how ugly the house is or something?
Bedrooms in the house, and the one immediately to the side of this one is
Marble.
different because of its zebra type of dark materials that they've used
Marble?
to create the special feeling of that bathroom. In this side here,
Okay,
you walk
I'm gonna
directly
assume it
into
is.
the
Fuck
other
yeah!
Closet. It's still genius. So let's take a look upstairs as the drama continues.
It has to be easy to be an architect for rich people. Like, it absolutely has to be easy. Just have someone check your work to make sure the house won't collapse, but then just go wild. I'll put 10 staircases that don't go anywhere for art.
Also, anyone as a guest would love to be in this room.
Yeah, if they're like 80 years old, they'd love it. Look at that beautiful old-ass wallpaper. Yeehaw. Grandma will feel right at home.
There's a uniqueness with colors of raspberry and lime and plum. So that your
Yeah, but why?
experience is a combination of a collective with the furniture that's here, with this contemporary fan, with colors of raspberry and lime and plum.
$13 million and the bed frame's got like dings on it, or is this design choice with like smudges?
Your experience is a combination.
There's no way that's on purpose. Look at this. It's fucking peeling. It's got shit stains all over it.
As we talk about the design, you've got cubes, you've got circles. That's soaring 30.
Beautiful cubes and circles. We got it all, baby. Only 13 mil? I'm in. Let's go. Give it. I'll take it all.
Off of upstairs sitting area, pool patio area that is completely stunning.
Inside James Bond's $100 million Malibu home. Architectural Digest just has the bangers. They find like the ugliest shit. I'm writing this one off a little early. Maybe there's a chance.
Chris Bertazzo, owned by legendary actor Pierce Brosnan and his filmmaker wife, Keely Brosnan.
What?
It's on 117 feet of mouth.
Pierce Brosnan can afford a $100 million Malibu home? He's still probably my favorite James Bond, but he was only in 4 movies, right? GoldenEye, Die Another Day, World Is Not Enough. What's the other one? There's no fucking way, though. I'm missing one more, but how? It's not like he gets royalties on James Bond. He didn't make James Bond. He wasn't even the first one. How does he have that much cash? That's crazy.
All of this is on the market for $100 million.
Oh, so he can't afford it. He's selling it. Oh, okay. That makes more
The house is called
sense.
the Orchid House. As you can see, I can show you what's out there.
This place looks super boring for 100 mil.
This much that you have a breakfast.
For 100 mil, I don't know why you'd want something kind of old. Get like high-tech shit. There should be a whole room where you walk in and it simulates the universe. So you never have to go outside. Creates like a fucking clone of you that you can send to do your errands. The location value, yeah, I understand it's all location for that shit. I don't understand why you'd want to pay $100 million just for a little patch of sand and then share the beach with all of your 40 neighbors. Sounds like shit. Money laundering? People use that word a lot. I feel like money laundering isn't as easy as most people make it out to be. You know what I mean? World's most high-tech home. Okay. I'm interested. Oh, don't give me a top 10 list. $4.7 million smart home with floating staircase and ocean views. Well, then. Appreciate the 5-some guy, but not tonight, man. Alright, let me fill up this water real quick before I go on this journey. My home isn't high-tech enough to just dump water into my glass when I'd like it to. I have to manually do it like a fucking peasant. So give me 1 second, I'll be right back.
Let's go take a look inside.
Take me in, baby. Let's run it.
Yeah.
What's up, Chase?
Everybody, this is Chase Maher from the Chase Maher Group. We have 6 security cameras outside.
Nice.
You can see it from every iPad along in the house. You can see it from your phone when you're away.
That didn't, wait, did that even work?
We have from your phone when you're away.
He's pressing buttons and nothing is happening. Okay. Working as intended, I suppose.
Wow.
Damn, that pool table's nutty.
This is the epitome of entertainer's dream. Game of pool.
Let's go, beat his ass. You've now devalued the pool table, you dumb idiot. You fucking idiot.
The game is over.
You come into my house and ruin the value of my artesian pool table? Whoa.
Custom floating bed here with LED underbed.
Whoa.
Folding glass doors overlooking the beautiful
Cool.
ambient.
Jeez. Look at that. No marble. What a piece of shit. What a fucking pigsty. $4 million and no marble? This place looks so much better than the other 2 mega mansions. It seems like more spacious too.
All around, every neighbor that I've been meeting, everybody in the area is so nice and kind. The thing I like
You haven't met any of the neighbors, liar.
you're always getting that natural light, you're always in the sun, you're
Oh,
always having fun.
okay, is she our neighbor? What was that?
But then now, and even when we were just down inside,
It does look pretty cool. So far, this is like the best one we've seen. And it's also the cheapest one we've seen.
nestled in the private and beautiful La Playa with anything you want all around it. Boom. Great job, Chase.
Whatever that means, I guess. Smart home just means you can close blinds with an iPad. That's worthless. I want something like this. That looks fucking crazy. What the fuck is this? I'm not watching a top 10 list to get to the bottom of it, but that does look wild. Like a snow globe. I was expecting that house to turn into Mecha Godzilla. That's what I'm saying. These aren't even high tech. They don't even transform. Oh, we're coming in hot. Holy shit. Wow. No shortage of marble here. Okay now. Alright. Now we're getting somewhere. This actually looks like a fucking mall. Oh, God. What the fuck? This is pretty wild. Thanks to Prime Schnuff and resub Sriracha and Chappers. Yeah, ray tracing is on here. They did not skimp on this. Looks haunted. Oh, it probably is. You know how many workers probably died transporting all this marble here? They just buried them. Wow. Well, that wasn't really a full tour at all. That was lazy. Whatever, I guess.
It really looks like it belongs in the future.
I'm excited. That looks like one of those drop rides at an amusement park.
Figured out
to do the foundations.
The futuristic thing is just the design, not the inside.
It's absolutely spectacular.
It's a bed and a couch.
What have you created this for? What gave you the inspiration for this?
I don't know, I just kind of wanted a space I could stay the night in.
Not impressed.
Hang out at the...
Only 18 knots max speed? For 85 mil, I better be breaking the sound barrier on my yacht.
Welcome to Modi Days.
Nicholas, you're a scam artist.
Street. The first area I'm going to
Oh my god, beanbags.
The upper deck aft.
85 million and I'm getting beanbags from fucking Party City? You kidding me?
Area seating towards the aft. 12-seater table for eating.
Oh, it's 85 meters? Oh.
Moving into the
so what is it, like 20 bucks?
To either finish off your cocktail.
That looks kind of cool.
Or even watch a bit of TV. Just to finish
Kind
off
of
the
exotic in there. Different colors all over the place. Gold, red.
This is the marble floor from the lobby.
Marble, let's go.
Takes us past the and into the.
He's not very enthusiastic about this ship.
Table, which was fantastic for humid weather.
This is sick and all, but an iceberg could ruin it. He hasn't shown you the hull, which is actually crafted out of 20,000 pounds of marble.
Looking forward of the vessel.
It would vaporize an iceberg.
Wow. Now we're going to move up to the owner's
The staircase is really cool. The staircase is really cool.
Into the private suite.
Looks like the Black Ops 3 map.
Private office, which is fantastic.
I don't remember that, but I'll take your word for it. This place is actually wild. Wow. But I'm not seeing anything high-tech here. All manual. Paying this much money, it should clean me. Just if I ask it to.
With double opening doors leading onto a balcony.
That is pretty
where
cool.
You can enjoy your morning coffee. Or even a glass of champagne.
Do people this rich care about sunrises, though? They probably hate the fucking planet.
Relaxing.
So do you get internet on these yachts?
Having a nice little sleep in the
Because if not, what's the point?
Preparing for the evening's entertainment. And then from here we move up to the crow's nest.
Yeah, you do. But you can't have good internet though, right? Like, so you can't have like a fucking like gig line or anything, can you?
Beauty salon.
He really does look scared right now. I don't know who's filming, but they're intimidating him.
Your nails. And you can also have a massage and shower, separate shower.
Jesus Christ. Well, this actually does look kind of wacky compared to like the $46 million New York shithole.
Ensuite shower, marble flooring.
Yes, more marble. Let's go.
Finishes.
Let's fucking get it. Is he an android? Yeah, he also comes with the yacht. It's like in Men in Black when it pops out the driver.
Keep you sheltered from the wind. We're going to go into the engine room itself.
I couldn't care less about the engine. Yeah, not even the camera guy wants to go in. Yeah, have fun.
The walk around on Modi Days that was built for a very experienced owner in yachting. We look forward to welcoming you.
Imagine being a professional yachter. Yes, I have 20 years of yacht experience. I'm qualified to own this vessel. Sales inquiries. Yes. Can I have it for free? That's why if I had that kind of money, I would be just constantly doing shit with it. Like, I'd open up an entire new city where everyone that lives there aims to be like the world's best in one specific field and try and create like superhumans there and just constantly dump money into the program. Alright, let's check this bad boy out. An entirely gold bathroom sounds like something out of Austin Powers.
Hey, I'm Steve Gold, and welcome to 69 Wooster Street.
So you're fucking telling me Steve Gold is the one they sent to an entirely gold bathroom fucking overpriced New York shithole? Architectural Digest has got it figured out.
We're here, and the thing about renovating a space that's so large is you gotta partition.
Looks like it's a concept art for the Titans in Attack on Titan on the wall over there. Actually looked good. Looks nice.
Dipping into interior design, but he really wanted to take a shot at furniture design. So
oh, he fucking sucked at both, I'll tell you right now. You just stick to being extremely wealthy through exploiting the working class.
Materials. This is pretty badass, I'd say, and not something.
I would not say that.
dining area, I mean, this is like...
supervillain meeting headquarters, I guess.
It really goes with the apartment, so we're offering it with the furniture as well.
It's like something out of Hydra from the Marvel universe. Yeah, it'll be our little secret, Steve. Oh my, look at this.
Most people, you know,
No marble, it sucks. Fucking pigsty.
come back. So if you haven't gotten it already...
Whoever owns this piece of shit watched one action movie and said, I want to model my entire living quarters after the bad guy.
All black and gold finishes.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck is wrong with this place? These are actual just sticks. Like chrome sticks holding up like aluminum cans. Like the outer coating of an aluminum can spread outwards. Art's so dumb for rich people. It's the dumbest shit ever. Never mind, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. So gold, wow. Golden dumbbells? Never met this guy, but I can tell you he's the most insufferable man in the room every time he comes into any room ever.
You have the lions and the lions in this punching bag.
I can tell you this guy doesn't lift, whoever lives here. Show me the owner.
This one is a custom.
Probably looks like 5 donuts slapped together. That punching bag absolutely has never been used. It's fucking bejeweled with gold for no reason.
Unless it looked like this,
and it looks like shit. Oh my god. What a fucking loser! Holy shit!
All gold mosaic tile.
This is even worse than I imagined! It's like a GTA Online house held by a 12-year-old. Oh my god! And a golden bowling ball in his closet, I guess. Oh, disco ball.
Double height. I walk you through this place, and this apartment, it's not...
I have to know who lives here. Can you show me the owner? Like, give him a fist bump or something on the way out so I can see him?
Instagram-worthy apartment in downtown Manhattan.
No, you should be ashamed to live here. The last thing you'd want to do is post this online. Oh my god. That is probably the most hideous space we've seen yet. Somehow that is worse than the Damien Hirst cum dumpster of medical waste. That fucking hotel room for $100,000 a night, which is just medical waste dumped around with pills that are framed. That is worse. I can't believe that this is somehow worse than Damien Hirst's place. Wow. That is crazy. Who recommended that? You knew exactly what I wanted to see. Thank you for that. It's your boy. This was absolutely worse. At least with that $100,000 a night medical waste place, like, at least with that place, it's not embarrassing, because you could just go to some corner of it where you don't see all of the medical waste and the stickers of pills on the walls. Here, everything is gold, so everyone knows you have a small cock. Literally everybody. You can't hide that you are at that piece of shit's house. Does anyone actually buy these? Yeah, this was owned by somebody. Somebody customized this place. I just don't know who. And this is not the guy who owns it. This is just the guy who's selling it. Why the fuck is every super expensive place to live in New York City trash? Because it's New York City. Like, I don't know why you would pay millions to live there. People pay millions just to leave. That place sucks to live. I couldn't imagine living in New York City. 88 million Bel Air mansion with a hidden car elevator. Alright, now we're getting somewhere.
Welcome to... Right to the right of the entrance, you have a 6-car elevator because you're...
Only 6? Oh, so this is a poor man's mansion. Gross. And I don't even see any gold.
All accentuates the massive view.
Oh, wow. That is very spacious.
You got the griddle, you got the grill, you got the 6
That looks cool.
You got the walk-in,
Fuck yeah.
the outdoor garden, so you can pick...
Oh my god.
Partially all of your herbs,
Porcelain lamb.
all of your lettuces, organically for the home.
Yeah, I would never do that.
Gorgeous stone is that it's actually a powder.
Oh!
You have the backlit floating onyx sink, and then you have the dual his and hers powder rooms.
This place is just fucking cool. Not gonna lie, this place is fucking awesome. It's so futuristic. This is $88 million for sure.
That means it's gotta have that ultimate wow factor.
He does sound a little like Steve-O. Yeah,
Very difficult
a bit.
modern homes because there's so much glass. And let's say you get bored and you're like, you know what?
How do you prevent people from seeing you shower? It's just... It's a completely glass shower. All of LA's gonna... All of rich LA is gonna see... Oh, there we go. Cock and balls are safe. They thought of everything.
Here we have...
And this is actually our guest bedroom suite floor. This is actually...
What is this piece of art? Just someone suffering on the floor? They just took like a picture of one of their workers or something? Like, what? This is the worst art. Why? Why have this?
In the guest bathroom, you have your Japanese soaking tub, which is a solid piece of Carrara marble.
No! Very good.
You're bathing here and overlooking...
It's saved. We have half of an egg there for a bathtub. Very good.
30-foot fire feature.
Holy shit. Okay.
Right on the second floor, we have the man.
The mansion's not complete without the ability to immediately burn it all down. So we've installed a fireplace everywhere.
Even the gym equipment stays in the same vein.
What the fuck?
So you have everything in this bench, wood.
What the fuck are these? These are their dumbbells? What, does it go up to 8 pounds max? They literally just like took nut sacks and taped them to wood pieces. This is simultaneously the most inefficient resistance training utensils I've ever seen, and also the ugliest. Oh my god. It's like a bra design.
Every big house needs an elevator.
Disagreed. I think that'd be the worst thing to have in a house. Just, what's the point?
This view in this fantastic swing.
Fuck.
This is paradise.
Jesus Christ, this place is nuts.
This is your own private...
What the fuck was this down here?
And you can't forget about...
Oh shit, I didn't mean to click that.
Salon.
I want to see this in action.
70-degree views.
That's pretty cool. That looks really fucking cool down here. It's like a whole little performance. You got the pool, some stands, VIP lounge, the movie. That's really cool. Damn. Inside a $195 million Bel Air estate with secret tunnels. Fuck, I'm in the rabbit hole again.
10.4 acres.
That looks like where the president of a country would live. Holy shit, this place is huge. Oh my god. What the fuck?
And 13 bags for $12,000.
Holy shit. What the fuck?
Come on in, check it out.
Hey, I mean, that's a modest price. Yeah, I'll take it. Fuck it. Alright, you sold me, I'm in.
And the Lakers,
Jesus.
completely unheard of and probably never.
It's like his own little town.
When you brought in interior designer Henri Samuel, and it took them.
I don't care about Samuel. Just take me inside, please.
They did everything, including.
I want to see this bad boy. Yeah. It's like a Congress building.
Beautiful staircases, limestone, shipped here and attached. And if you look closely at these,
You can still see some blood.
You'll see strings on.
Whoa.
Staff would bring in, if the walls could speak, they would tell incredible stories. Coming down from
How do rich people invite this many people over, though?
area that transitions into a ballroom.
What does that even look like? Hey, just come over to my place. We'll watch the,
Also doubles as
I don't know, new episode of Jujutsu Kaisen on my pop-out bar TV.
And on this estate is a phenomenal rose garden to the left and to the right, a beautiful.
Looks like that setup from that house in RuneScape, where you have to beat like a witch and you turn into a cat for a little bit. Holy shit.
Here we arrive at the grand fountain.
That's kind of a lame fountain.
And when you look
Just a hose turned upside down.
you see the cemetery
Kind of shitty.
and the beautiful bleached trees.
Should be a statue of the guy with his cock out
And if you
pissing.
notice, these 4 tons of parties were held here during a
Looks
birthday
like the gift
party.
sub cloud.
They had a swimming competition. Right before the starting gun went off, one of the competitors pulled out and asked for a replacement. Out of the tunnel walked Michael Phelps. Needless to say, anyone who swam that day,
Yeah, that's a lie.
had higher than a silver medal.
Actual lie. That didn't happen.
So large in nature,
And then everyone clapped.
rock garden,
Maybe Michael Phelps just lives here somewhere, like in one of the closets or something.
your things here, put them in the
He's just been
lockers,
here since that pool meeting.
out, and the echo is wild. Come on in. Look at these finished walls.
You could hide so many bodies in here. Why does it look like that?
Portion of the property. And now we're going to head up to the garden pavilion.
This is so fucking crazy.
Is the helipad, and over there is the
Submarine pad. Ah.
with its own restroom as well. Let's go back down, hop in the cart. I want to show
Is it already bought? I'm not sure. Why, are you looking to put an offer down? I can help broker that if you want to send me the money. Then I can start to negotiate with them. Oh.
Yep, this one works too.
Yep, that sounds evil. Wait, this is a car gallery? These are some boring-ass cars for a collector to have. What is this shit? Where's the sports cars and the old-fashioned cars and the steam engine trains? These are soccer mom vehicles. $195 million and I don't even get the cars? What a piece of shit. All normal cars. Despicable.
Unless you have a wine tasting room right outside of it, which of course this one does. But to really see what's going on, come on inside.
We have a man on staff 24 hours a day just to swish wine in his mouth and spit it back in the bottle.
There was a gentleman who was standing right here, and he was looking up, and he said, "Ah, this makes sense." He said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "I have been looking for this wine for 15 years. Couldn't find it. Looked all over the world. The entire world supply is right here."
Do you just lie about everything? That didn't happen either. Oh, what?
Let's go back up to the
You see this elevator? In fact, George Washington used this elevator when he was helping to found the United States of America.
Here at Crystal Point, located at 300 State Route 28 in Crystal Bay, Nevada. Custom built into the natural contour of the land, this 16,000 square foot lakefront compound features 8 beds, 10
Ah, from the 1800s it seems.
lush gardens, a mountainside hot tub, movie theater, wine cellar, and a private beach house that can only be accessed by one of the 2 hillside finishes.
It's pretty cool. It's like a little golf cart on rails.
Of the next generation of Lake Tahoe. As we
Holy
enter this
shit.
spectacular home, we're greeted by massive views. With
Well, what about that power crystal in the middle?
no other
What is that?
property in Tahoe
Fucking
that will
infinity
offer
stone.
Expansive views like Crystal Point. The 4 large cedar columns do a great job of breaking up our entertaining areas in the main living area, and the incredible wood vaulted ceilings give you that warm.
Are we just... You're not gonna tell me what that is in the middle?
Every inch of the home is made up of absolutely.
You got a goddamn Chaos Emerald sitting in the middle of the fucking living
The
room.
main living area are made up of hundreds of willow branches that give it a free flow feeling as you walk throughout the house. But the focal point of this room, under the turret skylight, is the crystal
There we
in
go.
Crystal Point.
So it's just a giant crystal? Okay. I thought it was gonna have a cool story, but I guess not. And we found this at Home Depot.
Tucked into naughty alder cabinetry. Magnificent.
Yeah, I haven't seen any marble yet, but I'm sure there'll be some soon.
And grows some of the largest pine cones in the world.
Don't worry, marble fans, I'm sure it's coming. A whole room of marble. A whole wing of the house in marble, maybe.
Dining areas to the, and is surrounded by total privacy. It is so private that you don't even need window coverings, and nobody can see inside of this part of the house. Another custom-made.
Yeah, they can if they're in a boat.
En route to the master bathroom, we have a beautiful sitting area.
What do you mean?
As a backdrop.
Good luck sleeping past 8 a.m.
The billiards room
True.
deposits inspiration from an old
There's no blinds.
An amazing place for entertaining your guests. You can enjoy a cocktail at the sunken.
As soon as the sun comes up, it just fucking blasts you.
100-year-old Brunswick. We exit the billiard room to the main.
Yeah, good
patio,
point. Probably not
which
sleeping
wraps
past 8
around
a.m.
the
here.
entire residence and adds another additional unique view of Lake Tahoe.
What about when it rains? All that furniture is gonna get all yucky and fucked up.
Just off the vaulted ceilings and a beautiful stone deck that overlooks Lake Tahoe. Who wouldn't want to be a guest in a place like this?
Probably me. This looks like the kind of place where they like torture
As we
and
enter
kill
the lower
poor
level of the
people or
home,
something.
We're surrounded by
Like in that movie
walls
Would You
and an
Rather.
interior waterfall to give you that feeling as though you're entering.
Was that Today, a man named Eric sued Twitch for $25 million because he can't stop masturbating to the female streamers on the platform and blames Twitch for his dick always being rubbed raw. Yes, this is a real lawsuit. It was actually served to Twitch today, and it is one of the most beautiful things I've ever read, and I can't wait to take you through it all. It's all public, so you bet your sweet asshole we're diving in here real hot. I'm about to take you on a journey that not even Tolkien could do. This is an adventure that you're just not ready for, with a protagonist that has a lot more to him than meets the eye. Like all good fairy tales, let's go ahead and start with a little bit of background on our main character. The plaintiff has been a Twitch Prime and Turbo subscriber for years now, whom also suffers from depression, OCD, panic disorder, agoraphobia, and Crohn's disease. And because of these maladies, he heavily relies on the internet for all his entertainment purposes, as many others do during this difficult time, and due to the COVID-19 pandemic, many people have to stay home for entertainment and are quarantining themselves. Now, let me just say, I don't know if this was written by a real lawyer, because this honestly reads like it was written by him himself. Like, this seems like something I'd fucking read on Reddit. Caps locking, have to stay home for entertainment. You can really feel the bitterness in that statement right there. Now, skipping ahead a little bit, he's always on the computer, constantly using and watching Twitch. Mr. Estevillo suffers from sex addiction due to his obsessive-compulsive disorder that makes him obsessed with sex and compulsions. Twitch has extremely exacerbated his condition by displaying many sexually suggestive women streamers through Twitch's twisted programming and netcode, making it nearly impossible for the plaintiff to use Twitch without being exposed to such sexual suggestive content. Now, I don't know what kind of experience Eric is getting on Twitch, but when I go on there, I'm not getting like titties shoved down my throat or anything. I'm not seeing a bunch of streamers, legs over their head, forceps in their vagina, spreading it apart for a big gape or anything like Eric seems to be describing here. This man's describing Twitch like he's Professor Xavier using Cerebro, and he's jacking into Cerebro, and all he's seeing is a bunch of naked women and vagina and fat asses in front of him, and he can't help but jerk himself off. It's very easy to use Twitch without seeing any kind of sexual content at all. There is no way for the plaintiff to filter streams he'd like to watch based on gender, male or female. Therefore, the plaintiff has to choose a game and/or category to watch, with thumbnails showing these scantily clad women alongside men of being the only streaming channels available to him. He cannot filter out the women on the site. No viewer can. Twitch doesn't have a gender filter. This man is so unwell, he can't so much as see a woman in a thumbnail without masturbating himself to injury and physical pain. Now, he says he doesn't go outside, and that's probably for the best, because if he did, he might encounter a woman, and then what the fuck is he gonna do there? Just beat his meat till it's raw and destroyed? He'd give himself trench foot on his penis because his hand would be so goddamn sweaty, and then suggests a gender filter option, or says, it's a bad thing that you can't filter out women on the site. That's so fucked up. That's like a dude that's starting keto for the first time who has to get rid of all the bread in his house because he might just lose control if he so much as sees some carbs around him. That's this guy with women. Do I even need to explain why having a way to filter out people based on gender is a bad fucking idea? Eric then taps into his personal spank bank folder on his old crusty computer here, releasing all kinds of photos that he's taken of the streamers during their streams, or photos that he's taken from their modeling shoots off the platform. I guess as a way to try and show a judge, hey, look at this, look at all these good looking women doing poses and shit. I have to jerk off to this. You're probably jerking off to this too right now just from me showing you this montage. The plaintiff, who suffers from sexual addiction, has suffered much worse given that Twitch has exacerbated his condition. This is like the 20th time they mention sexual addiction. They talk about it like it's a fucking superpower for Eric here. The plaintiff's username on Twitch is the real Eric Estevillo, and he is following exactly 786 female streamers while following 0 male streamers, with that number continuing to grow as the plaintiff has little control over his addiction. Yeah, honestly, that part's just pretty impressive. 786 female streamers he's following with 0 men. That's a lot of dedication right there. That's a lot of work that you have to put into that. You have to actively avoid seeing any men on the platform and only seeking out women. This guy had to have scrolled to the bottom of every single category just looking for a new woman that he hasn't followed. I'm pretty sure he's followed at least 50% of every female streamer on that platform. So that is nothing shy of perhaps a Guinness World Record. It's hard to say for sure. It's gonna have to be verified. And it was around this part in the lawsuit where I started thinking to myself, yeah, this is probably fake, it's probably just a joke. So I decided to do a little investigation of my own and dig a bit deeper into this mysterious soldier of semen squirting Eric Estevillo. This guy is literally exactly like the robots from our new music video Skynut, the cum-powered robots. Eric is powered by cum. He cannot exist without coming in his pants at least 40 times a day while watching Twitch, allegedly, according to his lawsuit. So by googling his name, I eventually was led to this article from 2009 where he was suing World of Warcraft. He was also engaged in 4 other lawsuits at the time with Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo, and even 11 years ago, he was known as a serial suer with a ton of bullshit lawsuits. But as you can tell from the title, he made us a promise. He said, you know what, gamers, I'm done with this. I'm gonna go down the path of justice and righteousness now. No longer will I dabble in sin with these terrible fucking awful lawsuits. I'm gonna do the right thing. So after this, I'm gonna give all this money to God because that's what God wants. God came to me in a wet dream and said, Eric, I don't like what you're doing, but if you do win these cases, I want that money personally, and I don't want you ever touching Sony, Microsoft, or Nintendo again, you hear me? And Eric said yes. But then fast forward 11 years and look what happened. He's sinning again. You know, he needed his fix, he was scratching his neck, he just needed that fix, he needed it, he needed to sue someone else. So now we're here, he's suing Twitch. Also, it's not like he's been quiet in the last 11 years, he sued other companies as well, he sued Epic Games and shit like that. So he's still been active, but let's read this article from 2009 to get some more insight on him as a character. So here we get a little bit more character development from Eric. That WoW lawsuit, that's my final lawsuit, so people know I'm not suing any more companies. In case you missed it, he's currently engaged in 4 separate lawsuits: Microsoft, Nintendo, Sony, Activision, Blizzard. 1 lawsuit for each major console market and 1 for the PC, so 4 total. Aside from seeking money, we asked Estevillo what his intentions were behind launching the multiple lawsuits. What I wanted to do was exploit the weaknesses of each console and show that they're not impervious to flaws. I told this to other interviewer and it's true, I actually have no friends. I rely on online gameplay for socialization. So this Sith Lord actually has a very tragic backstory. He admits that he has no friends and the only socialization he gets is through these online games, but he can't help but bite the hand that feeds him by attacking the platforms that are giving him this socialization. It's as though he's more than just a sex addict, he's also a lawsuit addict, and the lawsuits are taking over his life. You know, he only has the friends from online, and yet he's going after the very platforms that's giving him those opportunities to have those friends because he's addicted to lawsuits. It's actually very sad stuff. Now, after reading through the article, I found his YouTube channel where he proudly proclaims that yes, he is the guy who is famous for his terrible lawsuits. And that's when it got even sadder to me. That's when I realized that the reason he's doing these lawsuits truly is just for some attention. He doesn't expect to win any money. He doesn't expect anything in return except for a couple articles written about him and people reaching out to hear from him. This guy apparently has no friends according to the article, and this is really his only outlet for attention and the only way he's able to even have people know his name. He hasn't won any of the lawsuits, obviously. In fact, it hasn't even come close to him winning even a single penny from all of it, so he's doing all of it at a huge loss to him, because it's expensive to make shit like this, so he's spending a lot of money just hoping that people will at least know who he is. And I think that's extremely sad, and it doesn't take away from the laughable lawsuit that he has against Twitch, because that's still fucking great, and it's now, knowing this about Eric, I can at least identify that he's just making fun of it. He's just having fun with this lawsuit, making it as crazy as it can be, so people can talk about it and talk about him. And while I still hate the fact that people can just sue people for anything, for any reason, and all kinds of just terrible, awful, garbage fucking lawsuits just get tossed around constantly, it's a plague, I still hate all of that, but I can almost excuse Eric for doing it because it's all he has. It's his whole identity, just being the dumb lawsuit guy against video game companies and shit. It's really sad, but it at least feels self-aware now going back to the lawsuit against Twitch. So now it's time we turn our attention back to the masturbator's Bible here. Twitch does not limit how many female viewers a customer can follow via their website. And why should they? Like, what the fuck is Twitch gonna do? Hey, excuse me, loser. It looks like you're following 150 female streamers all within the last 2 hours. We're gonna go ahead and put a little block on your account here for about a week where you can't follow more female streamers for at least a week. So stop doing your weird shit, please. Now it continues, but let's just go to the more spicy shit. This is when he starts talking about how the lack of moderation over how many female streamers he can follow and jerk off to has harmed him in the real world. So, A. The plaintiff had purchased a fleshlight previously, which went largely unused until Twitch. Mr. Estevillo began using this device while he watches female Twitch streamers and often ends up chafing his penis every day with the device, making it extremely painful and constant, which ends up causing redness and mild infections at the tip, since the fleshlight is electrical and also vibrates. Now, you can call Eric a lot of things, but cheap is not one of them. He shelled out the big boy bucks for this kind of Turbo Arcade Edition XL fleshlight here. All the bells and whistles, vibrates. I mean, that's you're getting your money's worth on that. You're getting a lot of bang for your buck in that regard right there. That's a quality fleshlight. The plaintiff, therefore, often has to use Neosporin on his tip to prevent necrosis. Yeah, you know, that probably isn't Twitch's fault that you cannot stop fucking your fleshlight to the point where your penis almost suffers from necrosis. I'm sorry to hit you with the cold water, that's probably not on Twitch. Moving on to the next one. The plaintiff often stays up for hours staring at the breasts of girl streamers, which ends up damaging his retina and making his eyes bloodshot for days. Eye drops do nothing to hide his shame from his parents, and he is often questioned by people he comes in contact with as to why his eyes are so bloodshot and red, which leads to further embarrassment and isolation. Now, this is where it kind of falls apart for me because there's a consistency error here. He states early on that he didn't leave the house. He doesn't go outside except for some very specific tasks where he's not often interacting with people. But in this example here, he's around his parents, he's often questioned by other people, so he is socializing with people outside of the gaming sphere, which goes against everything he was saying before, so it almost seems like this is just some made-up fan fiction at this point. I believe he needed to work on the consistency here, but it is still a good point, I suppose, you know? As far as, like, look how dangerous this is, I can't stop looking at titties. You know, he makes a good point, I suppose, but it does seem pretty fake. And then moving on further to C, the plaintiff once ejaculated on his PC monitor, causing a short circuit and small fire within the electrical system of his gaming rig and causing his apartment to black out temporarily. Yeah, this one, I know for a fact can't be true because I've done that. I've ejaculated on my PC monitor, and you know what didn't happen? A fucking citywide blackout, nothing happened. The monitor didn't go dark or anything, it wasn't ruined, I just wipe it off with a little tissue and I go about my night. Now, unless Eric's cum is just totally different from every other human being's, you know, the pH is totally just fucking absurd. It's changed on a cellular level thanks to the excessive masturbation he experiences to the point where now he's shooting out actual bombs from his penis. I just don't think this is a real story. You know, I don't think Eric's cock is, you know, shooting jizz like Reptile's acid bombs in Mortal Kombat. It's probably not, you know, hitting his computer monitor and blowing that shit up. It's probably just like a little made-up fanfic story here. And now we'll just skip to the last chapter of this beautiful Harry Potter novel, Chapter 7, Request for Relief. Plaintiff respectfully prays for a judgment against defendant for injunctive and immediate cancellation and permanent ban of the female streamers listed above, which is a ton of fucking streamers, by the way. It's pretty much every big female streamer you could even think of, along with any other female or male streamers that violate Twitch's own terms of service in a similar way. Also for the permanent ban of any and all female or male streamers that have not yet been permanently banned for such sexually suggestive content as has been displayed in this lawsuit. 25 million in punitive damages to be split between the plaintiff and the other Twitch Prime Turbo subscribers, with any monies left over to be donated to both COVID-19 and Black Lives Matter charities and funds of the court's choosing. So Eric, you know, wishing you the best of luck in this lawsuit here, but buddy, I don't see it working out for you, but again, that's not Eric's goal. But yeah, I thought this was probably one of the best lawsuits I've ever read. Granted, I haven't read too many, but this one, it's gonna be hard to top this. This is an actual work of art. You know, Eric Estevillo has sued fucking hundreds of companies by this point, I imagine, but this is definitely his magnum opus. This is the best lawsuit he's probably ever cooked up. This one is something special. This is a fucking spicy meatball here. It is a great one. Excellent work with this, Eric. It's not gonna pan out, but I think you've accomplished what you wanted to, so congratulations there, and yeah, that's really about it. So yeah. I'm sure by now the majority of you know that I fucking love conspiracy theories. I love to just spread a conspiracy theory's cheeks wide open as far as possible and just dive in and get to the meat of it and really see what it's all about, see if maybe there's any truth to it. I just love it. And luckily my nipples have been tickled thoroughly thanks to a brand new conspiracy theory popping off online about Wayfair trafficking human beings, children, through their website. I haven't been this interested in a conspiracy theory since the Berenstein Bears versus the Berenstein Bears multiversal collapse theory. This is an incredible conspiracy theory and I can't wait to share with all of you and present my findings. Spoiler alert, this is a pretty fucking wacky one. This one's like believing in reptilians or believing that Jesus Christ died because of Fortnite or something. This one is fucking insane. So let's go ahead and start at the beginning. This conspiracy theory developed on the home of intellectuals, Reddit. It was blown open by someone on Reddit presenting some evidence that these expensive cabinets had names that matched missing children's reports. And from this, people started to just spiral out of control. Wow, oh wow, this is fucked up, this is weird, why are these cabinets so expensive? And why does it have the name of a missing child? And there's cabinets that look identical with different names on them that all correspond to a missing child report. And it's not just cabinets, there's also pillows that are like $10,000 that also have the names that correspond to a missing child on them. And the question arose, well, why are they so expensive? And when there's other products similar to it, why are they like $30 versus the $10,000 for this one pillow with this weird name on it? So people then started to connect the dots. They started to see the strings that hold the universe together and really piece together the truth, and they came to the conclusion that people must be sex trafficking children through Wayfair, obviously, as any rational conclusion would lead you to. And when I first heard it, I was like, yeah, it's kind of fucking weird, right? Like, why are these cabinets so expensive? And a pillow? I'm not paying $10,000 for a pillow unless it's coming with 15 strippers or something and a nice giant fucking birthday cake. I mean, why is it worth $10,000? And then I decided to look into it today, and it goes deep. This is a fucking rabbit hole. I mean, Tom Hanks comes into play here. Tom Hanks is apparently like the Thanos of Wayfair sex trafficking. Like, it's weird. So first and foremost, for those that don't know, Wayfair is a website where you can buy furniture and just like household shit. Typically supposed to be affordable things, but recently people noticed that there's this extremely expensive shit like this here that has a name that matched a missing person. Or so they thought. It turns out the majority of the people that they've used in their examples in this conspiracy are children that have been found, and a lot of these kids, they themselves have come forward and said, hey, look, I'm not actually missing.
And then he gonna say, look, why is your caption even that? That don't even make sense. If you posting motherfuckers who actually missing and you trying to get motherfuckers to share this shit, what are y'all talking about? Y'all all sound stupid talking about why am I mad? Because I'm not missing. Fuck out of here.
Now, a lot of people in the comments on Twitter and on Instagram that I've seen were actually attacking the girl in the video I just showed you, saying that she must be in on it. You know, she must have just broken out of the cabinet she was sold in and is being forced at gunpoint to say these things, which is really weird to just start attacking her for being upset that people are perpetuating the idea that she was literally sold into sex slavery. That's a pretty fucking bold thing to say. That'd be something that'd make me mad if people were like, hey, Charlie, I remember when he was 14 years old, he was sold into sex slavery. I'd be like, hey, wait a minute. No, it wasn't. That's kind of a mean thing to say. That just didn't happen. But people are so wrapped up in this conspiracy theory, they don't care that it was just outright disproven that this girl is not missing, nor she was sold in the cabinet. They just fall into this delusion and this crazy amount of denial where that doesn't matter. No. See, in fact, this actually proves our point, because she's clearly being held on a UFO that ordered this cabinet from Wayfair, and now they've mind-controlled her to say these things, so obviously it proves that we're right, and all kinds of crazy bullshit. It's like a shitty B-movie plot. And it's not just this girl that was revealed to not be missing, nor has ever been, like, sold in a cabinet. A lot of the popular pictures that were circulating, you could look up those kids and then find stories about when they were found earlier. Like, they were never in a Wayfair, you know, shipment facility or anything like that. Like this kid here with this pillow. People speculated that the pillow must not have any stuffing in it. It was stuffed with the kid's bones and blood. When it turns out, no, you know, this kid was found quite a while ago. And now, just because a lot of the kids were found and were never shipped through the evil laboratory of Wayfair or anything like that, it didn't stop the conspiracy theory. That didn't halt it in its tracks. People still believed it. And that's fine. You know, maybe there was isolated cases like, oh, we were wrong here. That doesn't mean the whole thing's wrong. Just because these were false doesn't mean it's all false. But it does, because, I mean, you can actually prove exactly why it's all wrong. We won't even go into Wayfair's official statement, we'll get to that in a second, but let's just use some common sense here. I believe the statistic is 1,250 missing kids are reported every day. 500,000 every year. Something like that, in that general ballpark. That's a lot of fucking names. That's a ton of fucking names. You could probably find some, like, Xbox Live gamertag level names in a sample size that big. Like, fucking XX Shadow Slayer went missing a year ago. And you could find, like, an XX Shadow Slayer Wayfair pillow that's $9,000, I bet. It's a lot of names is what I'm saying. So it's not impossible that these companies chose a random name that happened to correspond to someone who went missing. And a lot of them are very common names. There's one that was circulating on Twitter that was Annabelle. Annabelle's a super fucking common name, and they just took that Annabelle listing of an expensive cabinet and matched it up with an Annabelle that was missing. You know, that's not a good connection. It's a very common name. That's clearly something that could happen on accident. But then there are those, like, really specific ones, like I showed you with that boy and that pillow. But even that kid was found. He wasn't missing, and he wasn't ever stuffed inside of a pillow like some kind of crazy fucking Frankenstein experiment. He was just found. So it's not unfathomable that these random names they chose just coincided with kids that were missing at some point. But why were they so expensive? That's the biggest question. Why the fuck are these mediocre items so expensive? And I found the answer, or at least the answer the government, the man, wants us to see, I suppose, if you still want to subscribe to the conspiracy. a lot of resellers, what they'll do, when the item is out of stock, they jack the price up to an absurd level that they know nobody's going to try and buy, so that way they can keep it listed, as opposed to saying it's out of stock and taking it off listing. They jack the price up, they hold its spot until it's back in stock, and then they drop it back down. That's the tactic I saw a lot of people talking about that actually use Wayfair. That's what they were saying is commonly done there. I think that's a dumb practice, and Wayfair themselves have cracked down on it, it seems. Wayfair's statement says, you know, that obviously it's all wrong, but we did take these down because the names and the pictures don't exactly match why they're as expensive as they are, and the practices or some shit like that. It wasn't a great statement that did nothing to help their case in it being false. It just made it even more confusing because they just took the shit down, which made a lot of people believe that Wayfair was admitting guilt and hiding something. But according to a lot of people that use Wayfair, it's not something uncommon where they jack this price up to a point where no one's going to buy it just so they can hold their listing. And that does make sense. It makes a lot more sense than fucking pedophiles using Wayfair to sex traffic children. Are there sex trafficking rings from like extremely wealthy, powerful people? Abso-fucking-lutely. Yeah, there's a ton of evidence to point to that. But I highly doubt they're operating through Wayfair. That's like saying these people are using, fucking Twitch to start trafficking children through an XQC chat. You know, it doesn't make any sense. Why would they be using something like that to do some shit like that? They'd be using the dark web or something. They wouldn't be going on fucking Wayfair just in the public's eye right under their nose like some kind of comical supervillain trying to fool everyone by doing everything in broad daylight. That just wouldn't happen. These are public listings. Someone could have accidentally ordered one of these expensive items. What's gonna happen? They buy this cabinet and then all of a sudden they have a kid shipped to them. They open the box and then bang, a kid pops out and they're just fucking jump scared. Oh, whoa, where's my cabinet? That's just not how it would happen. In fact, I actually tried to test this myself. I went on Wayfair with every intention of buying one of those $10,000 pillows that match the name of a missing kid, and I was like, shit, this is going to be expensive as fuck. I'm either going to get a terrible pillow or I'm going to save a kid's life. It's worth it. But I couldn't place the order because the fucking item didn't exist, which made me more convinced that yes, this is probably just a common practice where when the item isn't in stock and it's not there, they just jack the price up hoping nobody places an order or tries to, and wait until it's back in stock to drop it back down just so they don't lose listing. This is another thing I saw develop today, actually. A lot of people saying that the CEO of Wayfair has resigned. Well, the problem with that is it's not true. He hasn't resigned. There's no reports of him resigning. Unless this Twitter account right here is like working with the, NSA or some shit, the CIA, and he's got some insider information, then I don't know what to tell you. But according to every possible fucking source, the guy has not resigned. He is still the CEO of Wayfair, so this is just an outright lie. Now we get to the main course. Everything I just told you about this conspiracy and all that shit, just an appetizer. Now it's time for the entree, and trust me, it's not raw. This is coming out well done. Tom Hanks, the puppet master. Beloved actor? No. Demon. Fiend. Tom Hanks has been roped into all of this because of one old Instagram post. This right here. It's a picture of a glove next to some chalk that says SRC USA or something similar. That's what it looks like. And this post right here is a very suspicious one. Now, admittedly, this is a weird fucking Instagram post. I don't know why Tom Hanks would just take a picture of a glove on the ground next to some fucking street chalk or anything like that. But it's correlation to everything going on here. People, Reddit detectives and Twitter experts, the analysts, they were able to crack the code. They realized if you type in a lot of the item numbers onto a Russian search engine called Yandex, it brought up pictures of children. So if you typed in SRC USA and a bunch of numbers, it brings up pictures of children on a Russian search engine. So they speculated these were pictures of the kids that were being sold in those cabinets, or being sold with the cabinets. It varies depending on who you talk to on whether or not the kids were actually stuffed in the furniture or just came with it or something. It's, as like some kind of package deal, like batteries included or something. It varies on who you talk to, but that was the speculation. You type in this shit, you do it on the Yandex, and you get an image of what you're buying or some shit like that. And Tom Hanks has this really weird picture that does have something that looks like it says SRC USA. Except in this case, it goes so far above Tom Hanks, it's laughable. This is bigger than Tom Hanks. This goes all the way to the top. This incriminates the construction and utility workers. You see, SRC USA is construction utility code for Underground Service Alert. It's to let other workers know that, hey, at this location, with these, you know, the white brackets and chalk there you can see, there is something that runs underneath the pavement, whether it be a power line, cable, water, it doesn't matter. There's something running underneath there, so just be aware. You can find this shit marked on streets all over the place. It's not something unique to Tom Hanks. I don't think he went out there with sidewalk chalk and wrote SRC USA to brag and then threw a glove on the ground. It's a stupid fucking picture. It's a weird, like, creepy little picture. The caption was like, give me a high five or something. I don't know. It's a weird picture, not gonna argue that. But that right there is just an extremely common thing that you can see probably outside of your own house right now if you want to experiment. It's nothing unusual because it's actual just construction utility code. And that pretty much sums up Tom Hanks' involvement because of that one Instagram post. I don't think it goes any deeper than that I could find. But just because that's wrong doesn't mean the whole thing's wrong. I mean, Tom Hanks could still be this evil mastermind behind all of it. I don't know, he could pull in the strings. Maybe he has equity in Wayfair. Couldn't tell you. But in this case, I don't think Wayfair is selling human beings through their website. I don't think that's what's going on here, but again, just because everything about this conspiracy theory is wrong, doesn't mean the conspiracy theory's wrong, you know? It's 2020, baby. We believe anything, whether or not it's factually true or not. Who gives a fuck? And that's about it. See ya. Man, EDP really does just have a way with words. I love to kiss and lick the top of the foot. I love the toes, actually. Huh. So I can lick and suck your boobs. Pretty incredible. How does it feel? Pretty incredible.